Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Indra Putra Safam bin Norzam Ahmad. My number matric is 01DIB22F1041. Today I will explain about what is journal and how to record transaction in journal for the business accounting. For the beginning, I will tell you about different type of journal, which are purchase journal, sale journal, return inward journal, and return outward journal. In addition to that, there are also cash book consist of two. First, cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, and lastly we have a general journal. Special journal is specialist or list of finance transaction record, and accountant, for the accountant they call special journal is journal entry. Lastly, for the record transaction of a specific type we sell and purchase. For the next explanation, I will explain the purchase journal. The purchase journal is to record all transaction of the purpose of good on credit from the supplier. For the format, I tell about the format. The first one, we have the date, to record the date, the transaction. Second, we have a account credit to record the name supplier at the time we purchase. Last, we have invoice number, where we receive the invoice number from the supplier at the time of the purchase. Last, we have a folio and amount purchase. Then I explain how to record transaction to purchase journal. Now look the given example. First, Jan 2 purchase good on account from SNCO for RM900, invoice number 105. First, we record the date and record the credit account and amount, number invoice. And lastly, Jan 6 purchase good on account from ANCO for RM 3200, invoice number 240. The same like Jan 2, record the date, account credit, and number invoice and amount. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Danish Hakim bin Jamaluddin, and my matrix number is 01DIB22F1021. And the topic I would like to talk about is sales journal. Sales journal, known as special journal, that used to record all the sales on credit. This means the customer has not paid but will receive payment in the future. Every transaction that is entered in sales journal essentially result in a receivable account in debit, while the sales account is credit. The sales journals only stores receivable. This means that sales made in a cash are not recorded in it. A sale made in cash will instead be recorded in the cash receipt journal. In short, the information stored in this journal is a summary of the invoice issued to customer. The format of sales journals conclude date, particulars, invoice number, folio, and amount. The example for sales journal: 1st March, sold goods on account to Z&Co 1,120 ringgit, invoice number is 110. And 8th March, sold goods on account to John and Son 3,140 ringgit, invoice number is 111. Then you have to fill up all the transaction in the box. The first is on the date 1st March, and particular Z&Co, invoice number 110. Then amount 1,120 ringgit. Then 8 March, John and Son, invoice number 111, and the amount is 3,140 ringgit. Then after you fill up all the transaction, the last is the total of the transferred account sale is you have to fill out date 31 and the amount is 4,260 ringgit. The next part of the topic is written inward journal. Written inward journal is referred to written product after being sold to the customer. It records all the transactions related to the return of goods to the supplier, purchase on creditor, allowance received from the supplier. Example is wrong color, wrong size, not according to specification, imperfectly finished. Return goods are recorded in the written inward journal from the copies of the credit note and sent to the customer who returned goods or was overcharged. The format for written inward same as a sales journal. Conclude with date, particular, credit note number and folio, and lastly amount. And the next is example for written inward journal. The transaction is 8 June, goods written by Sana Khalid and Co. RM 40 ringgit, and 20 June, goods written by Ideal Traders RM 52 ringgit. Then after that, you have to fill all the transaction in the box. Example in the shown 2016 June 8, account receivables Sana Khalid and Co is 40 ringgit amount, and 20 June account receivable Ideal Trader, the amount is 52 ringgit. And you have to last calculate the total account is 92 ringgit, or the amount.
Hi, my name Muhammad Razak Kimi bin Muhammad Arwadi. My number metric 10DIB 22S1018. Okay, now I can present to written our journal. Okay, written our journal is a book in which book written to supply or record. It is called written our book of purchase, written day book. Second, good may be written because they are off work night or not up to sample or because they are damaged. Last, a debit note is a statement sent by businessman to vendor showing the amount debit to the account. Okay, now I can explain for format of written our journal. Okay, you write title written our journal, and you write debit first part and account debit, and you write debit note, ref and amount. Last, you write total amount. Okay, now I can explain for example for written our journal. Okay, first, date January 15 ringgit. January 15, goods written by Karin and Sun 135 ringgit. January 20, good written by Maria Wahid 150 ringgit. And January 44, goods written by Seth Borns 25 ringgit. Okay, first you write to the date for 14 July, and you write account payable current or soon because it's good written by current and soon, and you write amount 125 ringgit, and you write date, and you write account payable Maria Wahid and CO because good written by Maria Wahid, and you write amount to line Maria Y is 150 ringgit. Last you write 24 24 January, and you write account payable sales borrows, and you write amount, and you write total amount to, and you can return our channel. Okay, second, I can explain for cash payment journal. Okay, cash payment journal is used to record all transactions in which cash is paid out. Okay, the transaction includes payments to creditor for item bought on account. Second, payments of various expenses, and payments of wage and salary. Last, cash decrease of bank service change and bank card fees. Now I can explain for format to cash payment journal. Cash payment journal, first you write title and cash payment journal, and you write date, account debit, and you write credit and debit. You write first credit and second debit. Okay, next I can explain for example to cash payment journal. Okay, first 1 May paid read for the monthly for 900. 3 May paid 660 ringgit to in cash to SNCO and receive a cash discount of 20 ringgit. 11 May paid to KNCO 1,800 ringgit cash and receive discount of 120 ringgit. 14 May paid with salary 515 ringgit. 21 May paid some corporation 1,015 ringgit cash in settlement of 1,008 ringgit. And 27 May purchase Mercedes of cash 718 ringgit. And 30 May pay to KNCO 706 ringgit in statement of 708 ringgit. Last date 31 May purchase Mercedes for cash 1,000 ringgit. Okay, now you can into table cash payment journal. Okay, first you write date, and you write first 1 May you write date, and you write return expense because pay it for the amount expense return expense, and you write amount 9 ringgit at credit and debit, and you no change. Okay, second 2 May SNCO, you write account debit to SNCO, you write amount 608 ringgit at credit, and you write discount 20 ringgit at credit too, and you total amount 700 to write debit. Next, 11 May you write account debit KNCO, you write amount 1,000 880 ringgit to credit, and discount 1020 ringgit to credit, and your total amount to 1000 at debit. Next, net date, for 14 May, you write salary expense because paid week salary expense weekend. Then you write amount 15 ringgit to credit, and you write to debit. You not change to amount for salary expense. Okay, next, 21 May, you write some corporation, and you write amount 720 ringgit at, sorry, 21 you write account debit some corporation, and you write amount 1514 ringgit at debit, and you write 5 ringgit because cash in statement for 1600 to be because so you write 500. Next, 1006 ringgit you write to debit. May 30 May, you write K and CO, and you write 765 ringgit at credit, and you write 15 ringgit to credit too because 718 ringgit at debit. In statement 706 ringgit at debit, and you can write 15 ringgit at credit. Last day 21 May, you write account debit is purchase because 20 purchase. You write amount 1000 ringgit and credit, and you write add to debit. You not change. Last, you write May 21, you write total, and you write total of credit and debit. You can do cash payment journal.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Nabil Faizul. My matrix number is 10DIB22F1045. My presentation is about the cash receipt journal. What is a cash receipt journal? The definition of the cash receipt journal is a special section of general journal specifically used to record or receipts of cash received from any sources. In other words, the cash receipt journal is separated generally only used to record cash collection. The sources document is referred to most common are the receipt and the cash register summary. If you guys can see, in the table below is the format for cash receipt journal. The format depends on a company's requirements. Different formats are used for a cash receipt journal. It's to help you understand the recording procedure, like a simple format is given below. How to put in the specimen shown above is given as follows. Here in the date column, there start from the date 1 until the date 31. Follow the correct according when the given statement. So when you do this step, it can make the account easier and avoid mistake in making the calculation. So that's all for me. We continue for the next presenter. Thank you.
الله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Ikmal bin Ikhwan and I'm going to proceed on to the General Journal. So, the General Journal is a chronological accounting record of a company's financial transactions. The main purpose of this is to assist in the reconciliation of accounts and to assist with producing financial statements. General journals are used for many purposes. These include tracking assets and liabilities, allocating and assigning costs and expenses, releasing entries for the general ledger accounts, tracking revenues and expenses, reconciling accounts, and finally, to produce the financial statements. So this is the example of the format of the general journal. So here's one of the example. On 1 July 1998, Lily's business has assets and liabilities as follows: shop equipment RM 18,000, cash RM 500, stock RM 1,500, bank loan 5,000, debtors Reza RM 3,200, and lastly creditors company name RM 2,800. So you can see that we're going to put the date in the date column while we put all the details of the account in the details column. And so we're going to put store equipment, cash, stock, and bank loan, and also debtors in the debit account, while we're going to put the bank loan, creditors, and capital into the credit account.